x 3 is equals to 1 comma 2 3 comma 4 6 comma 5. What is the output of the following code fragment? For I is equals to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus, printf. Okay, so we are given array, and the array contains this elements. So we need to find the numbers present at the position 2 minus I and I. So the output for this code is going to be 640. Moving on to the next question, that is, which is the correct fraction that search for a number in an array and returns the smallest index for which I is equals to number, otherwise it returns -1. So the option which is correct for this question is option C, that is int search int array A int n int num. For int I equals to 0, I less than n I plus plus. If array is equals to num, return ai or else return -1. Now the next question is, if a is equals to, if this is the element contained in this array, what is the final value of sum in the code fragment shown below? So we need to get the final value of the sum. So there are two loops in this case. First loop we can see that if the value of j is equals to 0 and is less than 3, then we are going to take the we are going to initialize the value of sum to 0. And if the value of I equals to 0 and less than 3, if I is not equals to j, then the element present at the position aij is going to be added in the previous value stored in the sum, which is then going to be stored in sum. So the correct option for this question is 11, 10, 9. That is option D. Now this question is same as this question. Both the questions are same, so I am going to skip this question. So now question 6. If first array 5 is equals to 6, 4, 1, 2, 0 and index array is equals to 1, 0, 3, 2, 4, then what will be the output of this code? For I equals to 4, I greater than equals to 0, I is decremented, printf first array. The output for this code is option C, that is 0, 1, 2, 6, 4. Moving on to the next question. If a5 is equals to -1, what is the value of a3 in the following snippet of code? So we are going to calculate the value of a3 using this code, and on calculating we find that the value stored in a3 is 3. So this sentence, it means that the value present at the position ai -1 is added with the variable with the number stored in the variable I, and then the product of this two, and then the result of this addition is added to the previous value of the previous number that was stored in the position ai, and then that the final result is stored here. If CTR is equals to 1, what is the value of my array? Okay, so we need to find the value of my array in this case. So so the value for my array here is going to be 4, since for I is equals to 0 and I is less than 3, I plus plus, my array is equals to CTR. Then the value of CTR is CTR plus I. So the value of I is 3. 3 plus 1, that is 4. So 4. Now this question, which of the following is not a correct way to initialize an array? So this third option is not a correct way to initialize an array, since the size of an array is 5 the size of the array n is 5, but the number given here is 6 number, so which is not possible. So this one is the incorrect way to initialize an array. Now if int a is equals to 2, b is equals to 3, c equals to 1, pointer p1 and pointer p2, what are the value of a, b and c? So in this case the address of a is stored in p1 and the address of c is stored in p2. Now 2 is added to the value of a, which means that the value, so 2 is added to the value of a, which means now the number stored at p1, pointer p1 is 4. Then at pointer p2, for pointer p2, 3 is added to the value to the number stored at a. So the so after the running this part, at first we are going to store the address of variable a to p1 and variable c to p2. Now coming to the third line, that is asterisk p1 is equals to a plus 2. So a plus 2, which means 2 plus 2, that is 4. So 4 is stored in asterisk p1, and for asterisk p2 a plus 3, which means 2 plus 3, so 5. So 5 is stored in asterisk p2. Now coming to the last line, b equals to a plus c. So the value of a, b, c are 4, 5 and 1 respectively. Moving on to the next question. If x is equals to 10, a is equals to 1, b is equals to 0, and given the following function. So this is the function. So what will be the value of x and b when the function above is called by the following code? So this is the function and this code calls this function. So there is a pointer x and two integer, that is a and b. So the value sum of integer a and b is stored in the pointer x and then b is incremented. Coming to this part, that is we are printing x and b here. So on solving this part, the output is 1 for x and 0 for b, because a means 1, so 1 plus 0 is 1, and then for b it's 0. Now moving on to the next question, that is this is a declaration is given here. So it is asking that which of the following functions is a legal call. So the declaration is void get average and sum double a double b int size double asterisk p double asterisk e. So we have two array and two pointers here. So we are going so the correct option for this question is option B, since we are having two array and two pointers, that is average and sum in array. Moving on to the next question, that is question 14. What are the value of y1, y2 and y3? So the value of y1, y2 and y3 on solving this code is going to be 1, 4, 4. Like first p1 means 1, then first we are writing the function for this program. Then when we call the function here, so the value stored in p1 is 1, then 2, and for p2 it's 2, and for p3 it's 3. So we calculate using 1, 2, 3 here in this 3 line, and then we print it. So the output are 1, 4, 4. Now the next question. So this is the input that is provided and this is the code. So we need to find out the output for this code. I equals to 2, I less than 0, I greater than equals to 0, I minus minus, so j equals to 0, j less than I, j plus plus, printf x I j. Okay, so the answer for this question is going to be 3, 2 and 6, because here I is equals to 0. So and then I is greater than equals to 0, I is equals to 2, then I is greater than equals to 0, and I is decreased. So the values of I is 1 and 2. Then for this loop, the value of j is 0 and it is always less than I and it is increased. So on solving this code, we get the output as 326. Moving on to the next question, that is x4, an array x whose size is 4. This is the element inside this array. Then a variable is taken whose value is initialized with -1, and another variable sum is taken whose value is initialized with 0. So what will be the final value of x after this code runs? Okay, so the final value of x is going to be 6 at first, because I is incremented. Then the I, that means 0, so I is incremented, that is I at 0. So xi, so 0, that means 3 plus. So on solving this code, the output is 6. Thank you.